Rodeo Masbatino is an annual event in Masbate that showcases the province's cattle and livestock industry. Masbate was declared as the rodeo capital of the Philippines. The highlight of the festival is the Rodeo National Finals, which is participated by professional and amateur rodeo clubs from around the country. Some of the events of this sport are the bull riding, casting down, carambola, and the cattle run. During carambola, the strongest wins. Sometimes, accident happens, as the cows are really wild kind.
Masbate is made up of 3 main islands. The heart-shaped island in the middle of the Philippines is the mainland Masbate. The other 2 are Titsao Island, which is located northeast from the mainland, and Burias Island, which is located northwest from the mainland. The people in Masbate are called Masbatino. Although Masbate is a part of the Bicol region, they are considered Visaya. In fact, whenever you are in a conversation with them, and they've learned that you have a bloodline of a Masbatino, they would tag you as Visaya. There are 4 major dialects used in Masbate. The most common dialect in Masbate is Masbatino. At first, it sounds like Hiligaynon, Ilonggo, with a mixture of wari-wari, but if you pay more attention to details, it is almost similar to Cebuano, but many words use the letter R instead of L. Another most used dialect is Hiligaynon or Ilonggo. Most of the terms in Masbatino are derived from this dialect. This is commonly used in the southwestern part of the peninsula, which is pointing towards Panay group of islands. Another most used dialect is Cebuano. It is commonly used in the southern part of the peninsula, which is pointing towards Cebu. While most people in Burias speak Bicolano, some of them speak Cebuano. Finally, although quite a few only speaks in this language, one of the most used dialect is Bicolano. The Bicolano language comes in many forms, but the most commonly used in Masbate is similar to that in Legazpi City, Albay. If you are new in Masbate like me, Masbatinos are fluent in Tagalog and English, so you won't have a hard time communicating with them. Rodeo Masbatino, the only one in Asia. Dubbed as the Cattle County, Masbate holds. Masbate used to be a part of Sorsogon. Mobo used to be center of trade in Masbate. Brief history. From the chronicles of the early years of Spanish colonization, report about Masbate first appeared in Fray Martin de Rada's letter to the Viceroy of New Spain, Mexico, Marquis de Falces. That was in July 1569. He mentions that in a place called Masbat there were plenty of gold and mines. Other later documents, such as those of Artidas Relation, 1573, and also Andres de Mirandela's letter, 1574, reported of a place called Masbat or Masbad. The name variation is understandable as Spaniards speak in an aspirated manner, so Masbad must have been pronounced Masbat by the Spanish tongue. In 1582, Miguel de Lorca already reported about a place called Masbate. This was the first time the name Masbate was used in place of Masbat or Masbat. Handumanan, 2008. In 1700, Ibalan, Albay province assumed jurisdiction over Masbate Islands, and Masbate was named the town's capital village. For security reasons, the seat of government had to be moved several times. It was first moved to Mobo and then to Gayam. It was later transferred to Palanag near the mouth of Lumbang River to make it more accessible to the Bicol mainland and to the islands of Burias and Titsao. However, government records were kept inland in Cagayan. In 1846, the islands of Masbate and Titsao were separated from Albay province and made as a single politico-military commandancia or district. Gayam was made the capital. while Titsao became a comandancia political milita. The political history of the town dates back to the 1850s when the Spaniards established their government under a Spanish gobernadorcillo. The Maspatinos' vassalage to Spain ended sometime in the early part of 1898 as an offshoot of the libertarian campaign waged by General Emilio Aguinaldo. Sometime after General Aguinaldo inaugurated the Philippine independence at Kawit, Cavite, he issued a military order to overthrow the Spanish government in Masbate and the Visayas. General Justo Lupin and General Diego de Dios acted on this order with the help of Maspatino rebels under the legendary Pedro Quint. The defeat of the Spanish crown in Masbate could be largely credited to Pedro Quint. Immediately thereafter, the military government under the Republic of the Philippines was established. But when the American forces reached the municipality of Masbate in November 1900, it took over the government of Masbate without any resistance from the Maspatinos. After a devastating typhoon in 1908, an executive order was passed annexing the province of Masbate to the province of Sorsogon. Masbate, by force of circumstance, became a sub-province of Sorsogon until 1922 when its provincial status was restored. Shortly before the restoration of Philippine independence in 1946, the town of Masbate was established as provincial capital. In the mid-90s, the idea of converting the municipality into a city was pushed by 2nd District House Representative Luz Cleta Reyes Bacunawa. Her successor, Congressman Emilio Espinoza, Jr., together with the municipal mayor Juan P. Sanchez, Sr. and some local officials and employees took over where she left off. On September 30th, 2000, RA 8807 officially proclaimed the conversion of the municipality of Masbate into a component city. Source: CLUP, Ecological Profile 2011 to 2020. Geographical location: Masbate City is the capital of the province. It is located at the center of the Philippine archipelago between latitudes 1143 foot north and 2135 north, and between longitudes 1239 east and 12415 east, and about 212.5 aerial miles or 362 nautical miles from Manila. It is bounded on the northeast by Masbate Pass, on the southeast by Tugbo River and the municipality of Movo, on the southwest by the municipality of Milagros, and on the northwest by a portion of Acid River and the municipalities of Milagros and Balino. The city is politically subdivided into 30 barangays comprising of 8 coastal barangays. Urban has 11 barangays while rural has 19 barangays. Of the 19 rural barangays, 8 are coastal barangays while 11 are upland barangays. Masbate City is the capital of the province. It is located at the center of the Philippine archipelago between latitudes 1143 foot north and 2135 north, and between longitudes 1239 east and 12415 east, and about 212.5 aerial miles or 362 nautical miles from Manila. It is bounded on the northeast by Masbate Pass, on the southeast by Tugbo River and the municipality of Movo, on the southwest by the municipality of Milagros, and on the northwest by a portion of Acid River and the municipalities of Milagros and Balino. The city is politically subdivided into 30 barangays comprising of 8 coastal barangays. Urban has 11 barangays while rural has 19 barangays. Of the 19 rural barangays, 8 are coastal barangays while 11 are upland barangays. Population: as of 2015, Masbate City has a total population of 95,389. This is divided into urban population, sharing 57% of the city's total population, and rural population sharing 43%. Urban population is located in 11 population barangays, while rural population are spread throughout 11 upland and 8 coastal barangays. Of 30 barangays, Nursery has the highest population with 12,125, while Kawayan Interior has the least with 945 households. The city has a total of 19,237 households. Among the barangays, Nursery has the highest number of households with 2,536, while Barangay Sinalongan has the least number of households with 180.